Werewolf by Night Part 2, Issue 4, let's get it. Look at this cover though, it's fucking preem. I shipped them. But starting at the castle, the Hood started militarizing the castle with decommissioned tech from abandoned shield facilities in order to defend themselves from rival threats like the National Army and all. And already our first peek panel of the book, an epic painting to hang in your bathroom, the Darkhound ripping apart these fucking traitorous vamps. I'm so happy this story is 10 issues. But the Hood and Dorgana are trying to figure out how to clone an army of Darkhounds while Jack is in jail being forced to eat Triceratops. There's another prisoner in there with him, and he's been in there since before the Blood Hunt event. Back at the castle, Dorgana ends up casting another spell to lure Jack to them since they can't capture his ass. She's basically trying to hack his mind, read his memories for Darkhold shit, and he's freaking out, and prisoners all like, "Shut the fuck up, you mangy dog!" And then all of a sudden, rumbling and commotion start happening, and then this fucking big-ass Savage Land kaiju just crawls out of the fucking ground. Like, what the fuck? That was random as fuck. And this big-ass beast just starts eating dinosaurs like grapes and shit, breathing fire, and Kazar's all like, "Rally the warrior tribes!" This creature's fucking huge. Like, it's folding the tribes right now. But everyone was getting overwhelmed, so they had to release Jack, and here goes Jack fucking let loose. The beast is loose, running like Stone Cold chasing Vince McMahon. He spits out a banger and says, "Lives will be brutalized due to my internal struggle, but this creature in front of me will suffer most of my wrath." Elsa's on support, bucking with the blicky, enchanted bullets to the eyeball, put her in Marvel Rivals ASAP. But with the werewolf on their side, they're actually defeating this thing. Look at them going for the fucking eyeball shots. Another peek panel right here. But Elsa gets the hint that Jack is kind of possessed, so she goes in and she hits him with the bloodstone and actually severs Dorgana's connection and hold on him. She says he's too wild to tame, but she actually got a full pages of verses to work with. Then Kazar walks up like, "Yo, you guys are too savage for the Savage Land. You fucking destroyed everything. You guys are exiled from the Savage Land." And he basically robbed Elsa of her portal too. Then this is the cover for issue 5. This is where the Hulk comes in. Fuck yeah. When they get back to the castle, Jack knocks out so he can heal, and Elsa plans what to do next. But then the cops show up with a warrant for multiple counts of manslaughter against Jack. So Elsa just starts blasting with her gemstone because that's what she does best, like a fucking goon. But Jack actually has a secret passage that leads out of the castle safely, so they make it out. Back at Darkhold Castle, Dorgana actually made more Darkhound clones, but smartass Deathwatch keeps pissing her off and she's had enough. She's all like, "Fuck this." Activates a hidden spell and places them both under her mind control now. In Utah, Jack and Elsa are trying to find battery packs, but they see on the news that there's 71 werewolf deaths. Jack picks up a scent and finds out it's Bruce Banner. Banner thinks they're pulling up to fight him, and Elsa's all like, "Mate, are you fucking mental?" They all relax, talk it out, and eat it out at Smokey's Burger Diner. They're conversating, Hulk is telling them about Charlie, he's asking if they're a thing, and then all of a sudden they start hearing fucking commotion, and then bodies start flying through the fucking window. They're like, "Who the fuck's running up?" And it's the Darkholders pulling up for round 2 revenge like ballers running up on Grove Street. Elsa goes for a blast, but is blocked by the mages, and fucking Bruce Banner just gets it the worst. He gets bit by the Darkhound, and it's funny as hell because both of the big-ass beasts are down, and Elsa's the one putting in work and shit, doing whatever she can. Remember, the blood gem is enhancing her body. She's like super soldier tier. And then boom, bitch, the Hulk is on a scene destroying motherfuckers. Look at this shot right here. Jack gets his fucking hand cut off, Elsa blasts Deathwatch, and the Hulk beats the shit out of both of them. Wins the battle and sends them packing back to Darkhold Castle, and that's why they needed Hulk too, because Jack couldn't turn. When the Darkholders get back to the castle, they find out there's a new leader on the throne, and it's motherfucking Queen Lilith, this evil bitch, back from the depths of hell. And this is the cover for issue 6. Queen Lilith is about to wreck shit, and she's already commanding the room. Dorgana, that sneaky ass old ass boomer, she's been plotting all along. She walks up on Deathwatch talking about, "You like to order around mages? The payment is torture." She basically fucking kills his ass and arises him like solo leveling. And she basically turns him into a fucking stronger shadow. And then she walks up on Red Hood next talking about, "Give me one good reason why I should let you live." He pulls his hood down and reveals that he's a sick fuck that made a deal with Mephisto, and he starts simping for Lilith. Jack and Elsa are looking for a silver-haired wolf, which is Jake Gomez, and he's focusing on his healing. Elsa is just tired as fuck because Kazar stole her portal, so she has to spend time driving. And then we finally pick up with Jake Gomez after the events of Blood Hunt and a new moon, and he's chilling with a pack of wolves. He's thinking about like the people he slaughtered during this new moon. And then his wolves find some delicious ass turkey legs, and he finds out that it was a fucking setup. And then we get shape-shifting Reptile pulling up to capture Jake Gomez and bring his ass into Avengers headquarters. Elsa has the car pulled over waiting for Jack to take a piss, and they're trying to check their phone for updates. And then they get fucking ran by the Dark Wolf. Fucking car goes flying and shit, and it's the Darkholders pulling up for round 3, motherfuckers. These goons are demonic. The Hood starts blicking some while Deathwatch channels his inner Iron A-rank shadow and fucking slices the car in half. Elsa pulls up with the gauge like peekaboo bitch, blasts his fucking face off, but it reforms and she gets shoulder checked by Dark Wolf. All Jack can really do is bite out Dark Wolf's eye, but he gets lit the fuck up by the Hood. But then Elsa blasts his ass with the blood gem, but then she gets fucking impaled from behind from a risen Deathwatch. Oh fuck that, you killed my girl! We ride for Elsa. We end this issue on an L because they got my boy Jack all locked up like Van Helsing movie. And here's my favorite variant cover issue for issue 7. Look at this shit. I wish they made this shit in t-shirts. I'm buying them and rocking them day one. We pick up with Elsa beaten, bloody, mangled, and left for dead. And this is her healing factor from her blood gem, but it takes time for her to heal. She's not as fast as Lord Kenny and all them. Now back at the castle, Queen Lilith tells Jack that just because he hasn't read any of the spells out loud doesn't mean that they can still use it, pull it from his memories so they can open up a gateway to hell. Elsa's been having a rough day that she needed to stop at a bar real quick for a quick drink, and some punk ass bikers were messing around with her and she had to fuck them up real quick. Bitch! Sits back down to finish her beer like a goon, and she sees the news about Transylvania, so she steals a fucking bike and she heads right there. But back at the castle, Lilith explains to Jack that his blood is intertwined with the Luna Lycana rebirth incantation since his moment of birth. So he has access to deeper magic, he just doesn't know how to use it yet. Elsa's riding her motorcycle and comes to a police blockade and explains to her that there's a wolf sighting. And she's like, wolf? Say less! And she gets her gauge, she goes on a hunt and investigate. And then she walks into our next amazing panel. Look at this shot right here. Werewolf and a fucking T-Rex going at it. This is actually Jake and Reptile, but she doesn't know it yet. Excellent artwork. This is the shit I want to see. Now Jake is getting his time to shine, and she actually packs enough punch into her blood gem to fucking blast his ass, enough to knock him unconscious for a little bit. Reptile recognizes the power of the blood gem because he knows Elsa's little brother Cullen. And then when Jake wakes up, Elsa fills him in on the situation, talking about, yeah, I got a friend that does the same shit, because they both killed people. They can't be Avengers. They're just broken monsters trying to redeem themselves and survive in the world. Lilith begins her blood ritual, draining Jack's soul, his being, his flesh, and all that shit. And at this point, he's just trying to accept it. He's like, yo, I deserve to die. Let me be. You see this creature arising and coming into being from all this blood and shit. Hopefully it's Farkalok, the demon wolf lord. And Lilith is just winning right now. We're going out on an L. And now it's all up to Elsa, Jake, and Reptile to come rescue our boy Jack and show him why it's a bad idea to fuck with the werewolves. Amazing story, y'all. See you guys in issue 8. See ya.